Stop for a second. Look up. What if everything you know about the universe is just the beginning of the story? Billions of stars, endless galaxies, black holes swallowing light. It all feels infinite, unstoppable. But what if our entire universe, everything we see, everything we are, is just a single page in a much bigger cosmic book? Imagine countless other realities, each with their own stars, their own rules, their own stories, existing right alongside ours. This isn't just science fiction. Some of the world's top physicists are asking, are we just one universe in a multiverse? The answer could change everything. Welcome to the mind-bending possibility that we are not alone. Not even close. So what exactly is a parallel universe or a multiverse? Let's break it down. The word universe implies everything, all of space, time, matter, and energy. The prefix multi simply means many, so a multiverse is a collection of many universes. Our universe would be just one member of this grand cosmic ensemble. Think of it like a neighborhood. Our universe is one house on a street. We can't see inside the other houses from our living room, but we have reasons to believe they are there. Each house has its own family, its own rules, its own story. Similarly, each universe in the multiverse would be its own self-contained bubble of space-time. Let's dive into our first type of multiverse. This one is perhaps the easiest to wrap your head around, and it's called the quilted multiverse. It relies on two simple ideas. First, space is infinite, or at least incredibly, stupendously large. Second, there are a finite number of ways that particles can be arranged in any given patch of space. It's like having an infinite deck of cards with only 52 unique cards. Sooner or later, the exact same sequence of cards has to show up again, and again, and again, forever. This means that somewhere out there, far beyond the edge of our observable universe, there is another region of space identical to ours. It's not a mystical other dimension, it's just really, really far away. In that region, there is another galaxy that looks just like the Milky Way. It has a star that is a perfect twin of our sun, and orbiting that star is a planet that is an exact copy of Earth. On that duplicate Earth, there is a person who is an exact copy of you, reading an article that is an exact copy of this one. They are living the exact same life, down to the last quantum particle. Now for a different flavor of multiverse, one that comes from our best theory of the early universe, cosmic inflation. This idea is called the bubble universe or eternal inflation model. Think of it like a pot of boiling water. As the water boils, steam bubbles form and expand. Our universe is one of those bubbles. According to this theory, our universe is just one bubble that formed in a much larger, eternally inflating metaverse. But outside our bubble, the water of the metaverse is still boiling, and it's constantly forming new bubbles, new universes, each one with its own Big Bang. Our Big Bang was not the Big Bang, it was just our Big Bang. What makes this theory so compelling is that each bubble could be radically different. When a new universe bubble forms, the laws of physics inside it might crystallize in a completely new way. In one universe, gravity might be 1,000,000 times stronger, crushing everything into black holes before it can form. In another, the electromagnetic force might be too weak for atoms to hold together. Let's get small, really small, down to the bizarre realm of quantum mechanics where particles can be in multiple places at once. This is where we find our next multiverse theory, the many worlds interpretation. This idea was first proposed by a physicist named Hugh Everett III back in the 1950s. In the quantum world, before you measure it, a particle like an electron exists in a superposition of all its possible states. It's both here and there. It's spinning both up and down. Everett proposed that when a quantum measurement is made, the entire universe splits. All possible outcomes of the measurement actually happen, each in its own separate parallel universe. Every single quantum event, happening trillions of times a second all across the universe, is causing reality to constantly branch into a dizzying number of parallel worlds. This means there is a universe where you turned left instead of right this morning. There's a universe where that radioactive atom decayed, and a universe where it didn't. Our final stop on this multiverse tour takes us to the cutting edge of theoretical physics, string theory. This is the realm of brain worlds. String theory proposes that the fundamental constituents of reality are not point-like particles, but tiny vibrating strings of energy. It also requires the existence of extra-spatial dimensions. In this framework, our entire three-dimensional universe might exist on a giant, membrane-like object called a brain. Think of our universe as a single slice of bread in a much larger, higher-dimensional loaf. If our universe is a brain, there could be other brains, other universes, floating parallel to ours in this higher-dimensional bulk. They could be just a millimeter away from us, but in a direction we can't point to or perceive. Some versions of string theory suggest that gravity is not confined to our brain. It can leak between the brains, across the bulk. This might explain why gravity is so much weaker than the other fundamental forces. Scientists are actually looking for evidence of this. Experiments at particle accelerators like the Large Hadron Collider are smashing particles together at incredible energies, hoping to see if some of that energy disappears. So, with all these wild, untestable-sounding ideas, you might be asking, is this really science? Or is it just philosophy with equations? Well, physicists are clever. They are not trying to open a portal to another dimension. Instead, they are looking for indirect, circumstantial evidence, fingerprints that the multiverse might have left behind on our own universe. One of the most promising places to look is in the cosmic microwave background, or CMB. This is the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, a baby picture of our universe. If our universe is a bubble that collided with another bubble universe in the distant past, that cosmic fender bender might have left a bruise on our CMB. This could show up as a strange cold spot or an unusual circular pattern. Astronomers are meticulously scanning the CMB data for just such an anomaly. Finding one wouldn't be definitive proof, but it would be a bombshell piece of evidence. Ultimately, the search for the multiverse is driven by the same force that has driven all great scientific discoveries: curiosity. It's about following the theories where they lead, even if that destination is strange and uncomfortable. We stand at a fascinating point in our cosmic journey. The multiverse is, for now, a collection of compelling but unproven theories. But let's indulge in one final thought experiment. What if it's true? What if tomorrow scientists announce they have found undeniable proof of other universes? What would that mean for us, for humanity, for our understanding of our place in the grand scheme of things? The philosophical and existential shockwaves would be immense, rivaling the discoveries of Copernicus or Darwin. Would it make our lives feel less significant? If there are an infinite number of yous out there, living out every possible life, does your life still matter? Or could it be liberating? Knowing that in some other universe you failed could make your success here and now feel all the more precious. Perhaps the existence of a multiverse doesn't diminish meaning but enriches it. It suggests that reality is a vast tapestry of possibility, and our lives are one unique, vibrant thread within it. It could foster a profound sense of connection to a cosmic whole that is far grander than we ever knew. For now, we remain here, in our universe, looking up at the stars, and wondering. And whether we are alone in our universe or just one of a countless multitude, the quest to find out is one of the most magnificent adventures we can undertake. The cosmos is calling. Are you listening?